Hello and welcome to the Movie Preview Show. Opening on Friday, the 13th of June, Belle is inspired by the true story of Dido Belle, an illegitimate daughter of a Royal Navy admiral and African woman who was raised by her aristocratic great-uncle and aunt, played by Tom Wilkinson and Emily Watson.
Love her as I would were I here, and ensure that she is in receipt of all that is due to her as a child of mine.
Do you have in mind my position?
That is simply impossible.
Belle encounters prejudice and searches for acceptance while wondering if she will ever find love in 18th century England.
The story of Belle, a mixed-race woman in the 1780s. I thought, wow, this is part of our cultural heritage, and no one knows about it.
Papa, how may I be too high in rank to dine with the servants and too low to dine with my family?
She really goes from a girl to a woman who takes control of her destiny.
Does she still have a tongue? I have a tongue.
My greatest misfortune would be to marry into a family who would carry me as their shame.
Matthew Good, Miranda Richardson, Tom Felton and Penelope Wilton co-star in the extraordinary untold story of Belle, released in cinemas on Friday the 13th of June. A 10-year-old child genius embarks on a cross-country odyssey aboard an old freight train in the spectacular 3D family adventure, T.S. Spivet.
Your invention has won our prestigious Baird Award.
Wow. They think I'm an adult. This trip scares me, but that's that. I'm leaving tomorrow for Washington, D.C.
Helena Bonham Carter, who plays the young lad's mother, and director Jean-Pierre Jeunet, the visionary genius behind classic films Amélie and Delicatessen, tell the Movie Preview Show more.
It's a story of a kid, very clever. He wins a kind of award, scientist award. He leaves award. Well, he leaves a family. He takes a freight train to get the award in Washington D.C. And so he crosses the whole USA alone in the train, and after that, there is something behind, very deep, about guilt, and it's a very emotional story.
It's enchanting, it's sad, and it's funny, and it's also about wonder and curiosity, and I love the way this young boy, who's a genius basically, how he sees the world.
Co-starring Jean-Pierre Jeunet's regular collaborator Dominique Pignon and the up-and-coming Kyle Catlett, the heartwarming 3D journey begins in cinemas on Friday the 13th of June. Also released in UK cinemas on Friday the 13th of June. A woman in love hopes to break a family curse that sees every first marriage end in divorce. Her solution is to get hitched to a random stranger before walking down the aisle with the man of her dreams. Diane Kruger and Danny Boone star in the hilarious romantic comedy, A Perfect Plan. Filmmaker and part-time wedding videographer Doug Block revisits some of the couples he captured on their big day to find out if married life is everything they thought it would be. Expect to hear stories for better and for worse in the revealing documentary 112 Weddings. An unexpected love triangle forms when a woman falls for a man who only has eyes for his prized stallion. The age-old connection between human and equine is explored in the Icelandic romantic comedy drama of Horses and Men. 10 years after the murder of her parents and the imprisonment of her brother, a young woman fights to prove that the real killer lies within a demonic antique mirror. Former Doctor Who companion Karen Gillan stars in the shattering horror Oculus. A private detective discovers that teenagers convicted of killing 3 young boys in a satanic ritual may be innocent of the terrible crime. Colin Firth and Reese Witherspoon star in the engrossing true-life crime drama Devil's Knot. Opening on Friday, the 11th of July. 12 years in the making, Boyhood charts the course of a young man's childhood in this groundbreaking one-of-a-kind trip. Young actor Ella Coltrane plays Mason as he traverses the trials of growing up from the age of 5 through to 18, from new schools and his parents' separation to underage drinking and discovering young love. The cast, which includes Patricia Arquette and Ethan Hawke as Mason's parents, reunited every year from 2002 to shoot scenes for this unique cinematic feat.
Mom. Have you been drinking?
A little bit.
Boyhood is released in cinemas from Friday the 11th of July. It's Father's Day on Sunday, June 15th, and there's no better way to thank Dad for all his hard work than with a trip to the cinema. And there are plenty of films on general release to enjoy together. That's all from the BT Movie Preview Show for now. Join us on bt.com/film and Twitter to win prizes, get all the latest film news, and tell us about the films you've been watching.